Hey guys, I'm going to talk today about Crows the Battle Action, which is a Japanese import Sega Saturn game. This is, in my opinion, probably the best beat 'em up on the Sega Saturn. One of the best beat 'em ups that I've played, at least in terms of visual presentation. It's a beautiful game to look at. It looks to me reminiscent of one of the Kunio-kun series video games for the Game Boy or the Nintendo or Super Famicom. There were a lot of those games that had a style that at least seemed similar to me. This is a really fun, simple beat 'em up. It's one you can easily beat if you put the game on easy. If you start the game by hitting L and R alternately on the controller, you can pump up and give yourself a large number of credits to beat the game. At least in terms of therapeutic beat 'em ups, games you can just put in a system and enjoy, going around and beating people up and fighting bosses and just having a good time. This is one of the best. Just want to kind of show off some of the gameplay here. The story follows, I think, one of the Japanese mangas. I'm not entirely familiar with the story. I think basically you have these high school rival gangs that are fighting for supremacy. And at the beginning of the game you have, and I'm the blonde guy here, at the beginning of the game you have two choices, two characters to pick up among, kind of your well-rounded guy like my blonde guy here, then a bigger, stronger, slower guy. And you go through and you fight through different stages that I think are kind of scenes from different comics or from the manga series. And you have these kind of brief little cutscenes here that show you whoever you're going to usually fight next in most cases. The game is kind of in a mix of English and I'm going to pick the new guy here. So these two guys on the edge, they join you as you play through the game. So I'm going to pick this guy here. But the game's a mix of English and Japanese. There's nothing in the game to prevent you from enjoying the game. There is kind of this combo system builder you see at the bottom there. That's like your special. Obviously, unless you know how to read Japanese, you're going to kind of be lost here. Usually I just kind of skip through all this and use whatever is pre-selected for you. So some of the stage names are in Japanese like this one. Other ones are in English. Your options menu is in English, so this is the next guy, this is the next stage you're going to fight. This is going to be the next boss, and that guy will join you once you end up beating him. But the game is really fun. You have a punch button, you have a kick button, you have a jump button, you have a taunt button, and a block button. And it's really interesting. If you press A and B, or B and C, or L or R, if you have it set up that way, you can do this kind of combo chain that drains your energy. But if it connects, you'll do several different moves to your enemy, like I'm trying to do here, that finishes often with a throw, which is really cool. So you kind of have that in lieu of like your kind of screen clearing attack or your big roundhouse kick that would clear everybody around you. You do have weapons you can pick up like knives and sticks and things like that. What is the other thing I'm trying to think of? Knife sticks and pipes. And you can also pick up crates like you saw there, although you can't move when you get those. You can pick up health power-ups, like it's like a milk carton that'll refill your energy that I might get out of that vending machine right there. You can pick up speed power-ups, and this guy's a bit faster. Now the move you saw I did there, that can be really helpful. You have the escape button, and some characters slide backwards, some you can kind of turn around and face in that direction. That helps you get out of a jam pretty easily. The game is really fun. Again, if you just see the kind of visual presentation of the game, it's one of the more beautiful Sega Saturn games that I've seen, just kind of in any department. And it's one you can probably beat in about 45 minutes or so. Now there's my milk power-up. Might be something here. That's a speed power-up that I didn't get earlier. You have maybe 5 or 6 stages that are kind of separated between these rounds. The loading times are not too bad. You do have loading times between each round. Some might be a few more seconds than others, but it's nothing too much to worry about. It's not a perfect beat 'em up. Other games have done it better. I don't like the fact that you only have the combo builder kind of special, which drains your energy. This is what I'm doing here. And you also don't have that kind of screen clearing attack, so you don't have that. But apart from that, it's really good. And you can do some really kind of funny things in the games, like the street sweeper here. I'm going to go kick him in the face. Now I'm going to have to fight him because he's mad. So you kind of have some nice little comedic touches to the game also. And it's one that's really fun. It's kind of gotten to be a more obscure and more expensive Sega Saturn game, but it's one, if you like beat 'em ups and just kind of the therapy for me of playing beat 'em up games, then I would highly recommend Crows the Battle Action for the Sega Saturn. And I hope this video kind of gives just a little bit of insight into how fun the game is. By the way, this game is running on a Sega Saturn with component video, so the picture looks, I hope it comes across, the picture looks really, really good. And this is being played on a high-definition TV that has component inputs. So anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I hope you have a great day, and God bless.